Welcome back to Ascension Tactics. We're doing the campaign mission 1. We've chosen the Enlightened heroes to start off our campaign. There's 4 different factions. We're the Enlightened faction. Alright, let's just continue. So our hand for next time was 5 cards. We already drew that up. And so our hand is 1 power and 4 purchase power. So there we go. And don't forget, we also have our blue portal, which gives us gain 2 power. So we have 3 power. We can activate our Templar, or we can bring our Scout onto the board for 2. And I think we might want to bring the Twilight Scout out onto the board. So we're going to spend 2, and we're going to bring her out instead. Yeah, I think we want to get both our heroes out here, so we're going to bring her out. She has a movement of 4 because that's her special ability on her card, +1 movement. So she can move 4. So you know what, let's just go 1, 2, 3. She's going to end her turn right here with a treasure, and the treasure is a +3 defense. So we'll just keep that in our back pocket when and if we need it. Alright, we're going to go over to the center row. We have 4 purchase power again. Let's see if we want to purchase any cards for 4. I think this time we're going to spend our 4 purchase power. We're actually going to get 1 heavy infantry. That costs 2. That'll go to our discard. And we're also going to get 1 mystic costing 2. Of course, it gives us the double benefit. Alright, that's going to be our turn in a nutshell. I am going to shuffle up my discard pile now because we need to draw 5 cards for our next turn. Give this a good shuffle, and the 5 cards are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for next turn. What do we have? We've got our heavy infantry giving us 2 power, apprentice, militia, so we got 3 power. Oh wow, 4 power. We had a lot of power, not a heck of a lot of purchase power. Alright, that's going to be our hand for next time. It's time now for the AI to take their turn. Alright, it's time for the AI to take their turn. Yes, I put a couple of 10-sided dice out here to signify the amount of honor that they so far they have 0, so we're at 0, 0. If they get to 30, of course, we lose. So we don't want that. Alright, the first of the scheme cards, the AI cards, is Seize the Wind. Villain champions get +1 movement this turn. We are going to command the Runic Lycanthrope, so he will be able to move +1. We do not have 16 cards in the discard yet, so let's get the Runic, that's this guy here. He will be able to move 4 spaces. So let's take a look at his card as well. So normally they can move 3, he'll be able to move 4. If there are 2 or more Lifebound cards in the center row, Runic Lycanthrope has +6 attack. So he does have 10 attack, but he cannot get to any of our heroes. So he's just going to go ahead and move that +1 movement to move 4. Alright, so because he cannot get adjacent to either of our heroes, or champions I should call them, heroes are slightly different, champions, he can move 4, so he's just going to try to get to this shrine because that's his symbol. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, costing 1 extra movement to go into the location of a forest. Okay, that was the first card for the AI. Their second card is Shattered Hope. Each player banishes the top card of their deck. Banishes? That means out of the game. Oh dear, that could be terrible. And then we're going to command the Makana Initiate. And we do not have 8 cards in our discard pile yet. We only have 2, so now there's going to be 4. Oh boy, so we have to banish the top card of our deck. The top card of our deck is this one. No, we just... so we have to banish the Mystic. Well, that hosed us pretty good because we just purchased that card. Alright, well, is what it is. Alright, we have to move the Makana Initiate, and that's this guy. If there are 2 or more Makana cards in the center row, Mechanic Initiate has +2 movement. In the center row, we have only 1. We have the Meccano Hero, that's it. So he will not get +2 movement, but he is going to be moving towards his shrine. And I should say he does have a 7 attack, so he could take out a Twilight Scout, but even with the +2 movement, oh no, he doesn't get the movement. Even with, he can't get to any hero, any of our champions, I should call him. So he's going to move 3. He's just going to go 1, 2. He gets stuck here because it costs him 2 to go in the forest. He's trying to get to this shrine. Alright, it's the end of their turn. They have none of their villain champions are adjacent or on any of the 4 of the temples, the shrines here, so they don't get any victory points or no honor points. So back we go to us to have our turn. Alright, so back to us and in our hand. We have 2 power, we have 1 initiative, we have 3 power, 4, actually 4, we end up with 6 power because we get 2. So what it means, bottom line, is we have 3 to activate our Aura Templar, and 2 to activate our Twilight Scout. So we can activate both of them, just like that, and then we will have 2 purchase power after that. So let's get activating. Well, let's see, for 2, because is there anything we can buy for 2? Let's go ahead, because we got hosed, let's repurchase the Mystic. Put that in our discard pile. That gets rid of our purchase power, and we can activate, we have 6 power. We can activate both of our champions, so let's do that. And the first thing we're going to do by activating our champion, our enlightened champion here, we're going to activate this guy. Now he's got the construct on, so he has 10 attack. So we have 3 movement, 10 attack. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. He is now adjacent to the Runic Lycanthrope. And if we look at the Runic Lycanthrope, he has a 7 defense. We have 10 attack. We have just defeated the Lycanthrope. Took him right out. I don't think the Forest gives you any extra defense. But I will just double check that here in a second. Alright, the only thing Forest does is blocks line of sight, but it does not give you any defensive bonuses unless your card or your champion card specifically says it does. So we've taken out the first of 3. We just need to defeat 2 more enemy champions, and we will have won the scenario. Okay, so we can now activate our Twilight Scout with our other power. We basically spent 3 power to activate our Templar to go and attack that guy. We have a movement of 4. We could get beside the Unbound Emissary, but the Unbound Emissary has a defense of 4, and unfortunately our Twilight Scout only has an attack, or sorry, defense of 6, I should say, and our Twilight Scout only has an attack of 4, so our Twilight Scout could not take out the Unbound Emissary. So we're just going to move 2. You don't have to move your full distance. It's going to move there, ending her movement on that, and we get, ooh, +5 attack. Now we can use that on our Scout to possibly take out a character. Alright, that's going to end our turn. So we'll be drawing up 5 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for our next turn. We get an Apprentice, 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 Apprentice. So we have 5 purchase power for next time. And that's about it. But we do have 2 power from our blue gateway. So there we go. Alright, back to the enemy for their turn. Alright, the enemy, they currently have 4 cards in the discard pile, so none of the bottom is going to start activating. The first card for them is the Armory Theft. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Equip a construct from the center row to the moon villain and then command the moon villain. Oh wow, so we get to choose a construct. I don't know if there's any there's no constructs in the center row. Equip a construct from the center row to the moon villain and command the moon villain. That's the Unbound Emissary. I do not believe we have an Enlightened Hero, Mechana Hero, Lifebound Hero, Lifebound Hero, Enlightened Hero, Lifebound Hero. It's all heroes in the center row. So our Unbound Emissary does not get an artifact, or I should say a construct attached to them. But they are going to activate. They have an attack of 6, which would be enough to take out our Twilight Scout. However, can't reach it. It doesn't have ranged. Well, hang on. If there are 2 or more enlightened cards in the center row, Unbound has range. And there are 2 enlightened heroes in the center row. Oh, this is not good. Can they reach? Wait, they can't reach the Twilight Scout because they would go 1, 2, 3, and it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 to the Twilight Scout. So what they're going to do is they're just going to go to the Moon Shrine instead. All right, well, that was lucky for us. We didn't get popped off. So 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. They'll go right there. They are now adjacent to the Moon Shrine, which is going to be 2 points at the end of their turn. But that was only the first card of their turn. And so now the AI gets to do another card for their turn. Widow's Kiss. Each player destroys one of their equipped What? Come on! Each player destroys one of their equipped constructs. Well, it was nice knowing you, Construct, on our Templar. This is destroyed out of the game. Darn it! So we lose our 3 defense and our 2 attack. Alright, that was this Widow's Kiss. Each player destroys one of their equipped constructs, and then we command the life-bound enemy, which has been destroyed. So we are not. They are just going to get one one honor point instead, because there is no life-bound villain to activate because we've destroyed them. So they get one, and that's the end of their turn. All right, so they get 1 honor point for that because there's nothing to activate. The end of their turn. However, we do have an enemy champion is next to a shrine. That's 2 more, so they're up to 3. Now, if they get to a total of 30, we lose the game. All right, I think we got time for 1 more turn each. So let's go back to us. Yeah, we just have 5. Wow, we have 5 total recruitment points, but we also have 2 power points from our gate, so we will activate our Twilight Scout for 2. She has a 4 attack, but we also have a 5 attack. We could give her a total of 9 attack. She can get over beside the Unbound Emissary and take it out, and I think that's what we're going to do. Yep, this is what we're going to do. So our Twilight Scout special ability is a +1 movement, so 1, 2, 3, 4 gets adjacent to the Unbound Emissary. The Unbound Emissary has a defense of 6, you can see here, and with a defense of 6, we are going to spend the +5 attack token, giving our Twilight Scout 9 attack versus 6 defense. The Unbound Emissary is defeated. That is our 2nd out of the game. So that's excellent. We just need to defeat 1 more enemy villain, and we win the scenario. Okay, that was activating our champion, and now we have 5 purchase power to spend. Alright, we have a total of 5 to spend. We're going to get the Templar Commander, costing us 3 Enlightened Hero. Command one of your champions for free. I like that. So we're going to get that. That goes in our discard pile. Immediately replaced. We have 2 left. The Dragon's Eye. Equipped champion has slay, draw a card. 3 and 3 for 4. Oh, I like that. We have 2 purchase power remaining. And you know what we're going to do with that? We're going to buy another Mystic. Because we've got some good cards coming out here and we can need some more purchase power. So we're going to buy another Mystic. That will spend all 5 of our purchase power for our turn. That's the end. And then we're going to drop our hand for next time. Just going to readjust the camera. Alright, so readjust the camera. We only have 1 card. We have an Apprentice. And I have to shuffle my discard pile. On camera, of course, because we all want to hear that. So there's the discard pile being shuffled as I throw cards on the ground. That's usually why I do this off screen. Okay, so we need a total of 5 cards. Another card on the ground. Perfect. These are actually pretty good quality cards too, I must say. I like them. They don't feel flimsy, or they don't look like you're going to be chipping or anything. Nice. So they're nice cards. All right, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So our hand for next time, which I think is going to be next episode. So we have a Mystic. All right, we got our Templar Champion. Command a champion for free. This is perfect. So we're going to have 2 We'll have 4 purchase power. Next time we can command a champion for free, which will probably be our Templar, and then we can activate our Twilight Scout as well. Cool, so that's going to be our hand for next time. But up last for our episode today will be the AI again in their discard pile. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 6 cards. So the first card for them, they're running out of heroes. They only have 2 left. First card for them is Seize the Wind again. Villain champions get +1 movement. Ooh, command the boss. Alright. This time, I do believe they will be going. Ooh, okay. So let's check it out. See what they're going to do. So this guy here has an attack of 6. Draw a treasure card if he slays. Alright. But he's not going to be able to slay. But he can move, I believe that was, he can move 4 this time. So let's get him moving 4. Well, he's definitely going to be moving 4. He's heading for this shrine because he can actually go 1, 2, 3, 4 and become adjacent to our Templar. Oh, wait, I don't have the bonus defense anymore. So would he do that? He would, because he's got 6 attack and we only have 5 defense. So, unbeknownst, he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He goes adjacent to our Templar, attacks our Templar. He's attacking us for 6 damage. However, we have 5 defense, and I'm going to burn this +3 defense token, giving us 8 defense, so he does not defeat us. So there we go. But I have to keep the number. Okay, so we had a total of 8, and he did us 6 damage. So I'm just going to put the 6 damage on here, because they have another card to go. Right? That was only their first card. 3, 4, 5. Yes. So the second card to go for them is, oh no! And the boss goes again. So this guy actually gets +5 and +2 move, and then you command him. So yeah, doesn't wow! This guy was gunning for our Templar. We've already got 6 damage on us, plus another whole pile. We are absolutely annihilated. So our Templar has been knocked out, and I think he has a special ability when he knocks us out. Slay, draw a treasure and put it on this card until it is defeated. Wow. Okay, so we're going to pull the treasure out of the bag, and let's see what we get for the treasure out of the bag. And he gets +7 attack. So now he has a 13 attack. But only a 6 defense. Wow, okay, we back the camera out, and I think that's the end of our episode for today. Alright, well, that's going to wrap up our episode for today. So we had our main character knocked out. So what that means is next time, our next turn, we cannot activate the character that's been knocked out. They basically get tapped, if you want to call it that, so they have to be readied. So we can't activate them on our next turn. We have to wait a turn and activate them. So the only hero we can activate is our Twilight Scout or a cultist. We can get a cultist out on the board for 2 as well. So I think we might be able to activate a cultist next time. But then if we get a cultist out on the board and this guy comes and knocks the cultist out, he'll get another buff. So I don't know if we want to do that. But anyway, we're going to wrap it up here for today. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Ascension Tactics. We're playing the campaign missions. This is the first of 5. So there's 5 in the campaign. We've knocked out 2 of the 4 enemy heroes. If we can knock out 1 more, we win this scenario, and we'll move on to Mission 2, or Act 2, they call it. So thanks so much. I hope you join me tomorrow for the continuation, Ascension Tactics. We're doing the campaign mission 1. And I think it actually had a name. First, what was it called? First, it was called First Blood. So there we go. Thanks so much. I hope to see you tomorrow.